Welcome to the Coach Chennis Berry Show, all things Benedict College Football, baby. And of course, they had a big game this past weekend against Allen University over at Westwood High School. And you guys, 1-0 once again.
Man, to God be the glory again.
Amen. You 54-21 on this game.
Yes. And the good book says, in the book of Esther, it talks about, perhaps you were created for a time such as this. Mm-hmm. And it's our time, I'm very, very pleased with how our players came out and played, and our coaches had great plans and preparation. We went out and executed to find a way to go 1-0.
Mm-hmm. 1-0 for the 10th week in a row, and that sets a record for Benedict College. I mean, that's like history for this school. That's got to mean a lot to you, and not only to you, but to the players, to the faculty, to, of course, the student body, and, of course, to those BC alum like me.
Well, I talked to the young men about, history. You're part of history now. And that's nothing that you can take away. And enjoy the moment. Ultimately, at the end of the day, nobody can take that away from you. I mean, your kids, your grandkids, and your grandkids' kids can always say that my dad, my granddad, or whatever was part of that first undefeated team in the history of Benedict College. And school's been around for a long time. And we're just grateful for the opportunity to get our young men to buy into our process. So we're happy where we are right now at the moment. But like I tell our young men, it's a new season. It is a new season. Whatever happened from week 0 to week 10 has nothing to do with now. The opportunity is right now. No opportunity wasted. We got to make sure we take care of the moment and try to go 1-0 again this week.
So now we're looking forward to this next game coming up Saturday at Charlie W. Johnson Stadium against Tuskegee. And this is the first time Tuskegee is going to be coming to us in our home field. So Charlie W. Johnson Stadium has to be rocking. 2317 Laurel Street. You can grab some of those tickets there. It is an SIAC championship game. So go to thesiac.com. That's thesiac.com. 2 o'clock, Charlie W. Johnson Stadium. We need you there as you've been all season to give us 1-0 every single week. Let's do it again and make it happen. But let's look at this game that we just had against Allen University, where you guys won this game 54-21. In this first series, let's see, the Tigers went 6 through 3 yards on 8 plays. Let's take it from there.
Well, they actually got the ball first. All right, they actually got the ball first, and but that's okay. Once they got the ball first, we ended up getting the ball in the first part of the second half. But when they got the ball, our defense did their job, what they always been doing all year. And we were able to take that opening drive down with a mixture of run, mixture of pass. And our quarterback, Eric Phoenix, did a great job of just engineering that drive. And we were able to finish that drive with a big-time touchdown pass from Eric Phoenix to Reginald Harden. So that was able to put us up 6-0.
PAT was no good on that one, so we're up 6-0, but that's all right. The defense takes over. Allen gets the ball. It's a 3-and-out for those guys, and they get a 14-yard punt. We get to take advantage again.
And we got great field position. We always talk about winning the battle of field position. There's offense, there's defense, there's special team, there's 3 phases, and we always try to encourage that. So we had great field position, and we were moving the ball methodically, just like we said, just with run and with pass, and guys were just incorporating the things that we try to do and what we practice all week in practice. But we were able to finish that drive with a nice play to Kendall Norman on the right side, and he was able to put it in the box. So now we're up 12-0. Now, at that point, we went for 2. We went for 2 because we wanted to get those 2 points back, and we did not execute on that going for 2. So we're up 12-0 at this point.
All right, so we kick it off to Allen. Allen gets the ball back, and they drive it down 24-yard line, and then they get a 76-yard pass that gives them a touchdown right there, plus their extra point.
Listen, man, we had bad eyes, and our defensive coordinator and our secondary coach, I always talk about the guys having good eyes, and had bad eyes on this play, and they were able to hit us with an explosive play down the right sideline. So we gave up a big play, and we have to be disciplined at that point of the game and find a way to put people away. So we didn't do that. We had bad eyes, so they were able to get a big play, 76-yard touchdown down our right sideline.
All right, it's 12-7. Tigers get the ball, and we're driving, but then we get an interception. But Yellow Jackets, they don't have the ball long.
Well, I'll tell you what, our quarterback, Eric Phoenix, he's been doing a great job of taking care of the football all season. And he only threw his second interception on this drive, and it was actually a tipped ball. He didn't throw up just a bad ball. It actually got tipped where we had a chance to catch it. And then they ended up getting an interception, and they got it in great field position. But our defense stood tall. In the very next play, our defense made a big play, and Dedrick Starks, our will linebacker, was able to get a pick and he took it all the way down to the 1 yard line. And we were very, very excited for the big play. We like him to finish and get in the box. You get that close, we want him to get in the end zone because defensive players don't get a chance to score all the time. And Dedrick Starks played running back in high school, so we expected him to get in the box. But they ended up catching us on the 1. In the very next play, we gave it to Jalen Taylor for a touchdown, and we were able to go up with another touchdown. I think it was 19-7 at the moment.
Like you said, Coach scored 19-7. We're into the second quarter here. And what happens is, Benedict, your defense comes up again with another big stop. 4th and 2. Allen turns the ball over.
Well, like I say, like you said, man, the defense have been playing really good ball all year. And
No, Coach, they're playing lights out.
Oh, yeah, they're playing lights out. That is the words that I use all the time. They are playing lights out football, and they've been doing it all year. And we expect that. That's an expectation in this program for our defense to play really good ball. But, we had an opportunity to take that drive. We got the ball back, and we were able to take that drive. Again, just mixing up run and pass. We never want to be predictable. We want to have good balance with run and pass, screens, and things of that nature. So ultimately, at the end of the day, we were able to take it down. But it was 4th down, and I felt like at that moment we needed to generate some momentum. So we went forward on 4th and down, and we were able to hit Billy Pierre on a crossing route for a big-time touchdown. Now we're up 26-7.
Now we're deep into the second quarter, almost halftime, but Benedict has another opportunity with the ball. We don't quite take advantage of that. We get an interception here.
Well, I really had no plans of really going for it at this moment, but we had a big run on 1st down. So when we had a big run, we were able to get the ball to midfield. So now we're in 2-minute mode, and we were taking the ball down. And unfortunately, Eric Phoenix, we had 1 second on the clock, and he threw his 3rd interception of the year. And he threw a great ball. He threw it down our right sideline and gave him a great opportunity to make a play, but they ended up getting another tip ball and ended up getting another interception. So he threw his 3rd interception of the year, but he's really been doing an amazing job of taking care of the football. But like I say, all the interceptions he had this year has been on tip balls.
And it's only 3 and out of I was going to say 10-0 series, but 1-0 series every single week. So 3 interceptions, not too bad, especially for a guy who's been performing each and every game. So no doubt on that one.
Absolutely.
We get into the half because now it's 26-7. First half, your thoughts?
Well, I thought the guys came out fast. We always try to encourage a fast start. And our young men were locked into the process. We always want to do better. We set goals high. We set aspirations high. And our young men, they came and tried to fulfill that. They never want to let us down as coaches. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we set the bar high. The standard is the standard. And what we try to say in this program, we want your best. Your best is the standard, and that's what it is in this program. And I told the guys at halftime, we could be playing so much better. Although we had a comfortable lead at that point, we could be playing so much better. So in halftime, I told the coaches, hey, look, it's 0-0 again. We got to have the right mindset. Let's get our guys playing faster, playing better. Okay, although we had a nice lead, we still want to play better football. We want to play good, disciplined football. And at this point, we felt like we left some opportunities on the field offensively, defensively, and special teams. So I just wanted to encourage the young men. It's a new half. We get the ball first. So we always talk about the middle 8. The last 4 of the first half and the first 4 of the second half, we want to be able to create some cushion there. And we knew we were getting the ball. So our young men had the right mindset at halftime, and they came out exactly like I wanted them to, and they started fast in the second half.
All right, 26-7 lead, halftime now, and coming up, of course, inside the Prisma Health Coach Chennis Berry Show, we're going to have the South Carolina Education Lottery Player Spotlight as well. So all that and more is coming back in this edition of the Coach Chennis Berry Show.
For generations, Prisma Health has been taking care of South Carolina women throughout every stage of life, from adolescence to motherhood, through menopause and beyond. We provide all the services women need, including midwives and fertility experts. With more OBGYN specialists, more convenient locations, and more personalized care, we're doing even more to help you be your healthiest you. Prisma Health, the women's health experts.
Welcome back to the Prisma Health Coach Chennis Berry Show. All things Benedict College Football, 1-0. 10th week in a row. Got another big game coming up, and we'll talk about that. Right now, we're going to finish up with Allen University and get into the second half. You guys get the ball in the second half here. And matter of fact, you don't stop. As soon as you get this ball, you put the pedal to the metal.
Hey, look, just wanted to mix it up, run and pass. And I'll tell you what, Eric Phoenix threw a big-time pass, man. He hit Jaden Thomas down the right sideline. The ball ended up getting up the middle, but it was a big-time shot play for a big-time touchdown. So we were able to be up with a comfortable lead at this point. We're up 33-7.
33-7, you got to feel good about this. A 51-yard pass. I mean, offense comes out smoking. Now the defense steps up and they do their job.
You know, we encourage fast start. You know, we not only want it on offense, but we want it on defense and we want it on special teams. And all three phases did that to start the second half. So, you know, we were able to, our defense had a big-time drive right there. Aaron Miller got a big-time sack, and they actually went to punt the ball, and then we ended up blocking their punt. So at this point, we got the ball in great field position with a chance to go up with another score. And a couple plays later, we put Jalen Taylor for a touchdown. Again, now we're up 40-7.
Yellow Jackets turn, they get the ball back, but their drive stops because another turnover.
Hey, look, man, our defense, again, creating turnovers. We want to encourage our defense to create turnovers, and we want to eliminate giveaways, all right? We want takeaways on defense, but we want to protect the ball on offense. So at this point, we got a pretty comfortable lead. It's early in the third quarter, but we want to give opportunity for other guys to get reps. And, you know, when we put John Lampley in there, man, I tell you what, it's just like we got the starter in there. We're blessed and fortunate, and we were moving the ball in that case, and then John Lampley hit a big-time play on a post with Reginald Harden down the middle of the field. And Reggie Harden's pretty fast. Now, it's hard to catch him, so he was able to take it to the house. So now we have a real comfortable lead, another score in the early parts of the third quarter.
Coach, you just mentioned Reginald Harden. This guy is the SIAC Newcomer of the Week. He had 3 catches for over 100 yards. He came out on that field and, of course, made some noise.
Listen, we're so blessed to have Reginald Harden. Amazing young man, first of all, works his butt off, and we're so proud to have him. He actually, this is his first year in the program. He transferred to us from Florida State, and he really can run. I mean, the kid can really take the cover off the roof, and he's been doing it all year, so we're grateful. He had a big-time game, 3 catches for over 100 yards. I think it was like 113, and which gave him the SIAC Newcomer of the Week. But, you know, we're just grateful, and I'm just happy for him and just all the fruits of his labor, and he's a great young man as well.
All right, so now we're in the fourth quarter, 47-7. Benedict College Tigers are up in this game, and Allen's next drive, it ends with another turnover. Fern Romero strips this ball.
Well, you know, gave us the ball back in good field position. We were able to move the ball down the field, and we were able to culminate that drive with a touchdown by Davon Smith. So now we're up 54-7 at this point.
Right. Allen University, they're not done yet. They go 75 yards in the fourth quarter to score. Not only that, they also get a 93-yard punt return for a touchdown, which made that score final 54-21. Your thoughts on this second half now?
Well, I thought we were playing really good ball, but I didn't like our finish. You know, I always tell them guys, you got to kill a gnat with a sledgehammer, man. And you got a chance to be up on the team. You got to finish the team off. And we got a little relaxed in the fourth quarter, and they were able to get some late scores. Because really the big score that they had early with the big-time touchdown pass, they earned that one. But, you know, these ones here, the last 2 drives they had, we didn't have the right fits and the right effort that we always try to encourage on that punt return they had for a touchdown. And just guys not being disciplined, you know, and I'm big on discipline. So they were able to get 2 more scores. And at this point in the fourth quarter, man, offensively, we're just trying to run the clock out. You know, we're just trying to get the ball to our backs, you know, and try to run the clock out. And again, don't do anything crazy and get guys out of the game because we knew we were preparing for the next week. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you know, we found a way to win a football game, Curtis, man. And, you know, whenever you can win a football game, you got to be happy. And there was 50% of the teams in America that won, and there was 50% of the teams in America that lost. So we're happy to be on the winning side, and our guys are finding a way to be resilient through it all. And, you know, we always talk about a hashtag that we have, and it's hashtag RARE. That's resilient attitude, relentless effort. All right, we always talk about being resilient, have great attitude, and we want to be relentless with our effort. And we didn't finish that game out the way I like to finish, but there's always things to clean up, and we like to clean them up with a victory.
There you go. At least that, you know, that's the end game right there, to make sure you end it with a victory. And here it is. The thing is that you still have a team that's playing all quarters. And like you said, the only thing you got to get them to do now is say, hey, it's our game, but let's still play BC Tiger football. And that's how you wrap this up. All right, so here it is, 54-21. That's going to wrap it with Allen University. But before we come back and talk about the next game, which you have against Tuskegee at Benedict College at 2 o'clock, SIAC game. So that means go to thesiac.com to grab some of those tickets, or go to Laurel Street Athletics office to grab some that they have there as well. In just a few moments with the Prisma Health Coach Chennis Berry Show, we're going to have our South Carolina Education Lottery player, spotlight player.
This is no sleepy-headed, moving in reverse kind of state. We're home to barrier-breaking humans who took $7 billion and invested it in microchips, potato chips, nope, education. This investment, it builds jobs and more jobs where people create things like flying, not that. Who does all this? Forward-thinking pilgrims of change, like you. South Carolina. Now that's smart.
Welcome back to the Coach Chennis Berry Show, all things Benedict College Football. And, you know, it is brought to you by Prisma Health as well as Lexington Medical Center. And right now, it is time for the South Carolina Education Lottery Player Spotlight. And we have William Johnson. What's up, man?
How you doing?
They call you Will? What do they call you, Bill? What?
Oh, Will.
What's up, Will?
Yes, sir.
Like that, they go like that.
doing?
You play safety, right?
Yes, sir. Strong safety.
You from Jacksonville, Florida?
Yes, sir. Jacksonville, Florida.
Tell me about growing up there.
Jacksonville, Florida. It's interesting, man, because Jacksonville, it's a lot of ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? It's a lot of down parts. I say neighborhood, just like any other city.
Oh, for sure.
Like, it's a lot of rural environments, but I mean, it definitely like forced you to kind of grow up faster.
Okay.
Help you like adapt and just see different stuff. And then like when you relocate to different circumstances and you realize the difference, it kind of, you see, all right, it kind of puts you in more mature situations, let me say it like that.
Oh, for sure. It's like you said, you can come from affluent or you can come from not having anything, but either way, you're going to learn stuff as you travel through life.
Yes,
There's
sir.
no doubt about that. What keeps you grounded? Who keeps you grounded?
First off, God. God really took me and brought me a lot of places. So like just thinking about how far I came, I just know, all right, if something sets me back, I know, all right, I can count on God to bring me back through it. So
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah, God is number one reason.
Amen. And we're so glad you brought that up because you do Bible study in your dorm. You have all the fellas come in?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then also, yeah, because usually I always do it in my room. And then this year, when our offensive lineman, Tyler Pritchard, he started to do it in the lounge, so that just brought more people. So, yeah, we all just work together with it. And now it's pretty much coming like a team thing. So
Yeah. Not only is it a team thing, but it's a family thing with BC
Yes,
football.
sir. It's
You know,
family.
you guys want to know every single week. You got to feel good about what's happening with this team right now.
Yeah, man, I'm amazed, man. It's a blessed is an understatement.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sophomore, what made you decide to pick Benedict?
Really just the culture, and honestly, this wasn't my first choice, but when I really talked to my family and sat down about it, it's just we all collectively decided this was it. And talking to Coach Berry, Coach King, Coach O, all the other coaches, I just knew this is it.
So football is your first love?
Yes, sir.
All right. What do you want to do? Like down the road, where do you see yourself playing for the Jaguars? Since you're from Jacksonville, I know you want to play for Dallas, but you got to prove yourself a little more. No, I'm joking.
Nah,
everybody,
I mean,
everybody loves Dallas.
everybody want to be a hometown hero, so that
Oh,
would
for
be
sure.
lovely. But I mean, it's the NFL. Football's the game I love. And I won't matter what team I go to. Honestly.
Yeah. This past weekend, I had the opportunity to go to MetLife. The Jets was playing. They played
Yeah,
Buffalo.
yeah.
So I had the opportunity to go down on the field, hang out with these players, and do stuff. And just to be in that environment, dude, you want that.
I can imagine.
You want that. And I know you're going to get there. Playing safety for Benedict, you get to see the entire field. You get to see what's going on. Tell me what goes through your mind when you're out there on that field and it's game time.
First thing that goes to my mind, I'm like, I'm the safety, so I'm the last man of defense. So my biggest thing, I want to be like the one everyone can count on. So if someone not in their right gap or someone need help over top or they count on you to make a tackle, it's just you got to make sure like you got everyone's back. You feel me? And like you're just playing for the next man. That's really what it is.
All right, so let me ask you. So here it is. You guys play 1-0. What's the like after the game? You guys know you won this game. You won this game. What do y'all do after the game? Do you celebrate? What does William do?
Yeah. So me personally, I'm not really the type to go out and party and stuff, which I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. But usually after the game, it depends on how I'm feeling. I may go out, get some food with some of my teammates. We may just chill, go in the room. I don't know, maybe watch some TV. And then Colbert, he lived by a 24-hour rule. So after those 24 hours, it's like nothing ever happens. So we back.
Go back to it.
Ready for the next game.
Yeah. You work out a lot.
Yes, sir.
You're like matter of fact, you don't even have, nobody else has to be out there. You're out there working hard, doing what you need to do. Also in the gym, the whole 9 yards. So that work ethic, where did you get that? How was that instilled in you?
I always had the work ethic in me, but just referring back again to God, just like I know the process. My main thing is I want to be an inspiration to other people who not in a position that they want to be. Continue to just work, keep your head down, and just persevere and just work hard to get where you're going. So when I think about like that, I just want to continue to work, and so that could just be a testament to where I'm going. And so yeah, I just want to continue to just keep at it and see where the cards fall out.
What's your favorite Bible verse?
Galatians 6:9, and actually our team, we've been talking about that verse a lot, but before that always been my favorite verse. Do not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Just saying, do not get tired of doing the right things, for in due season you go reap a harvest if you don't give up. The only way is you don't give up, because half of the people who don't get where they're trying to get at, they give up from circumstances and situations and just different things that come in your life. So yeah, that's another thing as far as the work ethic and everything else.
This guy's good. William Johnson, you call him Will. You'll see him playing Saturday against Tuskegee, 2 o'clock, Charlie W. Johnson Stadium. And of course, he might even come by your tailgate. If you don't have anything vegan, he'll pass you by, though. Just got to tell you.
All right.
My man, appreciate you.
All right, yes, sir.
This is the Coach Chennis Berry Show.
At Lexington Medical Center, we want you to lead a long and healthy life, and we're here to help you do just that. Our experienced team of healthcare professionals wants nothing more than to help make you well again. Take good care of yourself, and remember, we're here for you whenever you need us. If you don't already have a doctor or you're looking for a new one, choose from more than 70 physician practices at Lexington Medical Center. We wish you a lifetime of good health and happiness. Be well.
Welcome back to the Coach Chennis Berry Show, brought to you by Prisma Health and as well as Lexington Medical Center and South Carolina Education Lottery. We thank our partners for bringing this show to you so that you have the opportunity to get the breakdown on what BC football is all about straight from Coach Chennis Berry. So we thank you for being here and being a part of this too.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we got the great game coming up against Tuskegee, and it's going to be a big game, 2 o'clock over at Charlie W. Johnson Stadium. Tell me your thoughts about this game.
Well, it's a big game because it's the next game. And we still have the same mindset, 1-0. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, nothing that's happened, all right, from the beginning to right now matters. Only thing matters right now is going 1-0 this week. That's the only thing that matters. So our guys are locked in, they're focused. You're talking about playing against a really good football program. I mean, traditionally over the years, I mean, even back when I played back 30 years ago. So I've been in HBCU for the last 31 years of my life as a player and coach. And being even back in 1991, when I came in as a player, Tuskegee's always been a powerhouse in the SIAC. So you're talking about a traditionally good program and a winning pedigree head coach. You know, Reginald Ruffin, you know, he's been in the last several SIAC championships, whether it's been in, when he was in Tuskegee before and then Miles as a head coach. So ultimately, at the end of the day, you know, our guys got to be locked in and ready to go. You know, they're not going to give us anything. We got to go earn it. We got to go earn our stripes. And our young men will be locked in. We'll be focused and ready for the task at hand. And the task at hand is real simple. Go 1-0. And our week of practice has to be right. Our meetings have to be right. All attention to detail has to be right because that matters. And, you know, I tell you what, our young men will be ready to go and playing against a good football team. We respect all our opponents, but we fear none. And our young men will be ready to go Saturday at 2 o'clock at Charlie Johnson Stadium in the jungle.
That's right. Get that mindset right. We need you there as well. You know, you were hired in 2010, and you brought this program to where it is today, which is a great thing. But your first proclamation in football program was talking about chasing the A, B, C's, and D's.
Well, I was hired in 2020, okay? And when I was hired in 2020, you know, that's been the mindset that we've had from day one. You know, we want to chase A's, B's, C's, D's. Again, chase A's, B's, C's, and D's. That's A's and B's in the classroom. C's are championships, and D's are degrees. Well, our academics have improved drastically since my arrival. We have 40-plus guys every semester on the 3.0 list, and we give our Smart Cats T-shirts every semester. So we've been great upholding our end of the bargain in terms of the A's and B's. But in terms of championships, you know, we're here, but we got to go finish the drill. And then ultimately our guys graduate because at the end of the day, this game of football is going to end one day. So I want to make sure that these young men are set up for the game that we call life. So they're competing for these jobs. They're competing for these situations that will make their lives better, that we've done our part as coaches. I always tell our coaches all the time, we're not just coaching them for right now. We're coaching these next 4 years to set them up for the next 40 years of their life. So we'll get an opportunity on this upcoming Saturday to chase the C's part, which are championships.
All right, SIAC championship, 2 o'clock against Tuskegee. And again, to get those tickets, you can go to 2317 Laurel Street, that's at Athletics Office, or, of course, thesiac.com. That's thesiac.com. Get those tickets, and Trust me when I say we need you there in that stadium at Charlie W. Johnson to make sure that you're rooting on your Benedict College Tigers. You see what they're doing every single week for you, 1-0. And, of course, that purpose, again, is to go 1-0 again this coming Saturday, and we could do it with your help.
Listen. We want to put, Charlie Johnson Stadium seats 11,000 people. We not only want Benedict people, Benedict alumni, we want the city of Columbia. We want the state of South Carolina. Anybody that has affiliation with Benedict College, we want you there. Why not? Why not pack the jungle out, to be able to support our program? We're going to have the BCBOD rocking the house. Their band will be rocking the house, and I'm sure they'll bring their band as well. It's going to be a great atmosphere. The weather's going to be great. Right now, they're talking about 69 to 70 degrees with sunshine. Come on out. Enjoy a good football game, but we need you in Charlie Johnson Stadium in the jungle. 11,000 screaming fans.
Absolutely. NCAA Super Regional 2 rankings came out early this week. Benedict College, by the way, is ranked number one. And on Sunday at 5 o'clock, the NCAA will announce the 7 teams from the region that will advance to the NCAA playoffs. So this game is big. And Benedict could earn that number 1 seed and also a bye as well. Again, we got to get past Tuskegee this Saturday, and you can help us do it by packing out that stadium and bringing the noise. That's what it's all about. Coach Chennis Berry, we appreciate you and what you're doing with BC.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you and all we've done all year, man. This is week 11.
Week 11.
Week 11,
Week
man.
11.
And it's been fun, man. So thank you again. We want everybody in the jungle this upcoming Saturday. Thank you for all you do, and let's get it. Go Tigers.
All right. I want to say thank you to Prisma Health. Thank you to Lexington Medical Center, as well as the South Carolina Education Lottery. This is another edition of the Coach Chennis Berry Show, all things BC football.
Go Tigers.